Here we will look at probability questions without drawing a tree diagram. This is useful because sometimes there'll be so many branches on the tree it'd be too difficult to draw. Not particularly in this example, but it's just good to show you this more simplified version. So Vera has a pot containing 4 red grapes and 6 green grapes. She takes a grape at random and eats it. She then takes another grape and eats it. Find the probability she chooses 2 red grapes. So I kind of write it in probability wording first. You want the probability of a red and a red. Usually it's good to get the and or the or in so you know what calculation it is. It's a red grape and then a red grape. So imagine on your tree you've got a red grape first and a red grape second. The first red grape is 4 out of 10. Now second red grape, we've taken out 1 red grape, so 3 left, and that's affected the total because you've got 9. The answer is 12 over 90, which you may have simplified to 2/15. 2 grapes are the same colour. So grapes are the same colour. We've got a red and a red. Or we've got the probability of a green and a green. So red and red, we've just worked out. Or we add the green and the green. Don't forget, if you've eaten 1 green grape, there's 5 left out of 9. Just type all of that straight into my calculator. 7/15. 2 grapes that are different colours. Now just be careful with this because you've got a red and a green, but you've also got green and a red. So make sure you're looking at all the options here. So red and green would be 4 out of 10. Green, well, we've eaten a red. That doesn't affect the green, so it's 6, but it affects the total over 9. Green and red, the green, 6 out of 10. Red doesn't affect the amount of reds. We've eaten a green, but it does affect the total. Eight of 15. And then D, I'll do up here. At least 1 grape that is red. Now, for this one, we could do red and a red, or red and a green, or green and a red. What I'm going to do though is look at the alternative option and take it from 1, because sometimes there are so many probabilities to look at. This is just by far the easiest way of doing it. Okay, so 1 minus not red and not red, because the opposite of a red and a red is a not red and not red. That makes sense. So the probability of getting a red is 4 out of 10. Not red is 6 out of 10. And then we've eaten a not red, so then it's 5 over 9. You'll see this will make a little bit more sense when we get to a more complicated question. 2 box contains 2 strawberry yogurts, 5 vanilla yogurts, and 6 cherry yogurts. 3 yogurts are selected at random. Find the probability at least one of the yogurts is cherry. Right now, here, if we want at least one of the yogurts being cherry, and you look at all the examples, you'll see there's going to be loads of them. So at least 1 cherry would be cherry, 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 vanilla, cherry, vanilla, cherry. Can you see there's going to be loads and loads of ways of getting 3 yogurts with 1 being cherry. So let's just do it using the 1 minus method. So it's 1 minus no cherry, because that's the opposite of getting a cherry. And no cherry. And no cherry. Just way easier to do like this. So what do I mean by no cherry? Well, if 6 are cherry, 7 are not cherry. How many are there in total? 13. So 7 over 13. And we've eaten a not a cherry, so the next not cherry would be 6/12, then 5/11. Okay, have a look at these 2 questions. Put me on pause, unpause when you're done. Question 1, we've got a bag, contains 5 red and 3 yellow balls. 3 are to be picked at random without replacement. Find the probability that 3 balls are red. So 5 over 8 times 4 over 7. Sorry, you want the probability of a red and a red and a red. And then times 3 over 6. 5 over 28. Find the probability that the 3 balls are the same colour. So you want the probability of red and red and red, or yellow and yellow and yellow. Already worked that one out. So or yellow 11 over 56. And C, 3 balls are different colours. Okay, here you've got to be careful with this one, because you could have things like red, yellow, red, 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 yellow, lots of different examples. We're going to do 1 minus same colour, because that's opposite of different colours. Now we've done same colour for part B. So it'll be 1 minus 11 over 56. 45 over 56. Question 2. Bag contains 5 yellow cards, 9 red cards, 1 black. Find the probability of picking 2 yellow. The probability of a yellow and a yellow. 5 over 15 and 4 over 14. 2 over 21. Probability that the 2 cards picked will be the same colour. We've got a yellow and a yellow, or red and red. Already worked out a yellow and a yellow, or red and red.